Happy Halloween, Tesla family. It's your boy Ray J back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla and why I'm extremely bullish for the near term and long term future. I'm going to talk about why on earth the mainstream media is saying the things that it has been saying about Tesla quite recently. I'm going to talk about what Elon Musk has tweeted about Tesla as well and how it may affect the overall share price. Now, before I do get started about anything like that, though, I do have to mention that I'm not a financial legal or taxation expert, so don't take this as financial legal or taxation advice. Everything in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash that like button if you want to see movies like this on my screen, but if it's the entire Tesla community as a whole. With all that said and done and out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So looking at Tesla right now, it's at $1,114, not counting the after hours, and it's in a very good position leading up to tomorrow, which is going to be Monday. And when the market opens, I still think that Tesla is going to continue on the run it's on. If I bring up the 6-month chart and then show you guys the MACD, currently, the MACD has not flipped and it keeps on showing more and more green as the MACD is far from the 9-day moving average, which means that Tesla has a lot of room for more and more upside. Now, that's not the sole indicator of this, but the RSI simultaneously is showing something very, very similar. Now, Tesla may be a little bit overbought at the moment, according to this, but that doesn't necessarily matter because it has been saying this for weeks upon weeks upon weeks. But overall, the main indicator of this is not the fact that Tesla's overbought, but the fact that Tesla is actually showing insane amounts of strength right now. That means that Tesla still has more and more room to run up in this bullish cycle. Now, why else do I say that? And what else makes me more bullish? Well, let's look at some interesting things that came out from the mainstream media. Now, I'm not going to go into full detail about this article, but it did state, according to Barron's, that Tesla is winning the EV race. Better batteries will help Ford and GM close the gap. So sure, Ford and GM are now entering the EV race, but you have to remember that Tesla is still on top, and there's basically nothing standing in the way of the world's automakers and an electric vehicle future except batteries to power tens of millions of cars. Now, I do want to note that Tesla has insanely good batteries that are not only less energy dense than before, but they have longer ranges just coming out very soon. I believe the co-founder of Tesla was working on that alongside Elon Musk, and it's going to be absolutely huge. But I'm not going to go into full detail about this because there is a big article that I do want to talk about in more details. And the question is, according to Insider EVs, why did Hertz choose Tesla over other EVs and pay full price? Now, this article does break it down in a very good manner. I just want to talk about it real quick, and it just makes me very interested and the potential effect that this can also have on Tesla for the long-term future for other companies as well buying them. So right now, Florida-based Hertz, which rents cars at some 12,000 locations in 160 countries, says it will place an initial order of 100,000 Teslas by the end of 2022, and it's going to install thousands of chargers throughout the network. And that's going to be absolutely amazing for Tesla because it's not only free advertising, but it's improving their overall capabilities simultaneously. Now, Bloomberg did report that Tesla is expected to earn $4.2 billion in revenue from the deal. That means that, Hertz is basically paying the exact price that everyday people like you and I would be paying, which just shows how committed Tesla is into improving their technology, how committed they are into helping us all get the same price and not trying to just give particular individuals better discounts. Now, we know that people were saying that Tesla is allergic to discounts, but the question is, why did Hertz choose Teslas? And this article breaks it down right over here. The big reason is the fact that Teslas are quote unquote superior to any other EV for rental applications. One of the big reasons is the legacy of rental agencies have been losing business to Turbo. And from that way of looking at it, it basically means that Teslas on Turbo allow you to go directly to airports, for instance, by the airport garages, and that makes it more and more easy to integrate them using their app, as it says right over here. On top of that, guys, it does mention that rental firms have been working to streamline the pickup and drop off experience, but they were looking at the logistics, and they wanted to take full advantage of Tesla's features, and you could add in a seamless service, and Then with the AC already on, the seats already adjusted for personal preferences, it's a lot more easy to utilize a Tesla. And then they also want to talk about the fact that Tesla has autonomous technology and connectivity features, which can be really, really good for the rental experience for the EVs. Not only are they luxurious and they have a big brand, but that could actually be really good for Hertz as well. So basically, Teslas are really good cars, and they just think that there's so many advantages of them using them. Now, that could be really good for Tesla as a company in terms of its share price because more and more and more exposure is coming to Tesla's free advertising, and they basically chose Tesla over other EVs because of how innovative they are simultaneously. So it was also noted that Tesla's supercharged Tesla deal could haul us into electric vehicle age. And I definitely agree with that, but I don't think that it's just hauling us into it. I agree that this could play a big role according to this article, but it's not all there is to it. It's not just the start because we're already in the electric vehicle age. This is not starting it for us. Now, regardless of who's starting it or not, this is really good for Tesla as a company. Once again, they're going to make about $4 billion in revenue, and it's going to help the company in more ways than people can imagine. Now, I do want to note that the Tesla Model 3 was one of the biggest selling new car in the UK, and despite that, it just goes to show that Hertz is a global company. They do exist in about 160 countries across the globe. So that just goes to show that Tesla's not just going to get more exposure in the USA because of Hertz, but also more exposure across the globe, making it even better for Tesla as a whole. With that said and done, guys, these are basically the main articles for Tesla that came out over the weekend. But looking at what Elon Musk just said, he did say some interesting things. He did bring back this right over here, and he retweeted this, which basically says that on October 30th, 2010, exactly 11 years ago, when Tesla acquired the Fremont factory, how fast things move in a relatively short amount of time. And Elon Musk basically said that right over here, the factory was empty at the time, stripped of all equipment that wasn't worth even its scrap value, but they salvaged that and what was left, and they fixed up the old machines and got everything working again. So that's I just want to put it out there that Tesla has made insane progress. Elon Musk did tweet about this, but this may not move the overall share price the way like people would expect. But what I do want to mention is the fact that Tesla did say something, and the CEO of Ford also said something which can actually have a good effect simultaneously. The Ford CEO Farley joins VW's DS in giving credit to Tesla and Musk. And that's absolutely big news that they're actually calling out Elon Musk and giving him the credit he deserves for the EV market and what has been going on. But I just want to put it out there. Elon Musk replied. Now, him getting praise from the CEO of Ford is going to be absolutely awesome, but he replied saying thanks on behalf of Tesla. So that could be something else that's really good for Tesla in terms of its share price. That's some good news, and that could be absolutely huge. And I do want you guys to know that I'm still very, very bullish, and I don't think that this bull run is going to end yet. No, the reason I said yet is because maybe in the next year Tesla is going to be super, super, super bullish. Maybe it could break $2,000. Maybe it can, but it's not just going to go green every single day. They're going to be green days, they're going to be red days, but I do predict we're going to see a lot of green in the next couple of days leading up to next week, which is why I do think $1,200 is a target that we should be hitting very, very soon. Now, with that said and done, guys, I do think Monday is going to be a green day. At least it should be theoretically, but nothing is guaranteed in the market. But overall, I do think that Tesla's odds of seeing green next week is very, very high. With that said and done, guys, thank you so much for listening. Have a happy Halloween. Have a great weekend. I'll definitely see you on the next one. Thank you and peace out. And happy Halloween.